Yes guys, it's Henry again and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be talking about how to get rid of your fears. And there's so many things I was so afraid of over these years, and I actually think and look back and I say, wow, I can't believe I was actually scared of taking that decision. And if I've taken the decision way earlier, maybe I could have achieved more. But hey, thank God we're happy now that we've taken that decision, and here we are. Well, if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and of course leave the video with a like. And if you've got any questions about money, about investment, forex and all that stuff, leave them in the comments below and I'll be sure to reply. So the number one thing that I had over the years was losing money. I was so scared of losing money. You know, I would actually, and it started off very bad when I, actually started trading full time. Of course, my first investment was Bitcoin. Just got in, I didn't know what that was, put a bunch of money in and voila, it blew up to 20,000. That was kind of like my official first investment I ever did. But over the years, when I actually started taking day trading seriously and all that, I was scared of losing money. Say for example, I get into a trade and instead of thinking, okay, I'm going to have a risk and this is my reward, maybe you're risking $200 to make 500 or 1,000, kind of a situation like that. But what happens is I overcomplicate things, and the moment I enter a trade, I expect to be in profit right away. And oh my God, I lost so much money, and I think that was one of the biggest fears I wish I had dished. But over time I learned, studying, listening to a bunch of people who are successful in the market, and actually started practicing and saying, okay, you have to risk an amount of money to make whatever it is you want to make in the market. The second thing I was scared of was the fear of losing relationships. So as crazy as it might sound, I've been in some really crazy and abusive relationships in the past. It's mad. A lot of times when people think of abusive relationships, the only thing you think of is, oh, a woman is being abused and all that stuff. But it's not the case. I as a man, I have been in relationships where the lady was just, oh my God, absolutely shambolic. It's fine, it's just the personality she has, and me, just kind of different people. Things weren't working out, but I was so scared of cutting that relationship off because I was thinking, well, I'm already used to this person. I've known them for X amount of time. So therefore, why should I get out of that relationship? I can manage, I can go on. They'll change this and that. There's so many high hopes and thinking even with the whole situation, and you start feeling depressed and you're still thinking that that person is going to change. There's something I'll tell you. If anybody is abusive to you, I don't care if it's a co-worker, I don't care if it's a family member, whoever it is that tries to abuse you mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever the situation is, get out of that relationship. It's crazy. There's been statistics that even say a lot of people tend to stay in more abusive relationships because that's the only thing they're used to. They're not used to a normal. Why? They're scared of starting all over again. My dear, there's something I'm going to tell you. If you can get out, because you're better off being alone and happy and safe and secure than being in an abusive relationship that you don't know what the next crazy thing that person is going to do. So get rid of that fear and jump the ship from that abusive relationship. Number 3 is fear of being uncomfortable. Oh my God, I was so scared. And it applies to a lot of things, when you want to start doing certain things, maybe as a guy. And I remember back then I couldn't, when I go out and try to talk to a lady, I can't because I'm just scared, oh, I might be rejected. Or maybe I'm in a place where, a lot of people are networking and stuff like that. Actually going up to somebody and ask them a question and try to network properly with them, you're scared. You're like, oh, well, I don't know. I don't have that credential and this and that. But there's something that I came to realize is wherever situation you are, there's always someone better than you are. And there's always someone who is worse off than you are. So whatever situation you are right now is the best situation for you to do whatever it is you want to get done. So being uncomfortable is the only way you're actually going to make progress. When you go to the gym, you're uncomfortable. You're not comfortably in your bed pushing irons. No, you're uncomfortable, you're sore, you feel pain, and that's what actually builds muscles and stuff like that. If you're trading or you're investing, you are uncomfortable because there's so many unknowns, or there are a few unknowns, and you don't know if you're going to make money or lose money. But the problem there is being uncomfortable is actually good because it stretches your character as a person, and it allows you also to find out new ideas and new situation and adaptability methods for you to apply to your life for whatever situation that is going to arise in the future. Being uncomfortable is not a bad thing. It is actually a good thing. You can't be comfortable in your mom's basement. You've got to get out. You've got to actually test the waters, know what actually life is, and actually get things done for yourself. I'll give you a quick example. Remember back then where I was paying rent when I was in college. I paid like $280 or $300 and something dollars. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm able to pay my own rent for $300 or so dollars. And I was like, wow, this is perfect. I'm never moving out of this place. I remember when I moved out and I was paying up to $500, I was like, oh my God, this is absolutely crazy. I'm never getting out of this place. And over time, I kept building and being uncomfortable. And now there's so many things that I can actually take on financial responsibilities and not think too much about the money. Instead, think about a strategy to actually pay for whatever situation or whatever position I'm in at that current state of time. So being uncomfortable is not bad. That's not me saying just go and start spending money lavishly. No, you just have to plan a strategy to allow you to be comfortable in an uncomfortable situation. You get what I mean? And that leads me to number 4, which kind of encap everything I've been talking about for a minute now. And it's the fear of the unknown. You know, you're in an abusive relationship. You think, oh, well, I'm already here, so therefore, why should I leave? You know, I don't know if the next person is going to be worse. My dear, you're better off being alone than being in a relationship. The fear of losing money. You're like, oh, wow, yeah, well, I'm already in this trade. I just lost $20 or $100. It's fine. I'll take that loss and go home with it. What about if the trade reverses? And instead of being on a negative $100, you actually make $1,000. You know, that's the problem. Is once we get that fear mentality out of the way, there's so many heights we can actually achieve. And that's the thing. Even in life, the steps in life and actually getting to the top part of life is you're climbing up. Sometimes people get comfortable, and before you see it, you're right way back where you started. And that's the thing with being very comfortable with whatever situation you're in. That doesn't mean you shouldn't appreciate whatever you have, but never settle. Never ever settle. Always strive for better, strive for more, because that's what we humans actually created to do. You are not a tree. A tree stays in one place. Of course, it can change in height and it can change in width, but it can't change position. But we as humans, we can actually change positions from one place to another. So, you know, I'm so glad and happy that I was able to get rid of these fears. It took quite a bit of time, but every single day I kept trying. Even when I got scared a little bit, I'll try again and again to be able to build that confidence and that aura to be able to handle things and pressure better off in the future. Anyways, guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, of course, hit that subscribe button. Of course, leave the video with a like and leave your comments down below. Well, guys, that's it from me, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.